We're joined by Stephen Bell for today's half interview. Stephen, how are you doing?
I'm good, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. We'll start by looking back on Tuesday night's win over Dumbarton. Not the prettiest game of football, but how good did the 3 points feel?
After listening, it was great to get 3 points. Obviously, building on the work we've done the week before. I agree with you, Chris. It wasn't a pretty game, to be honest. I think the sun had a big impact in the first half and how we'd like to play. The sun was very low and it was in all the players' eyes. The pitch wasn't up to a good standard either. And it kind of stopped any good kind of passing flows and movements and that. So the second half was much better. We got a grip of the game. I think they tired towards the end. We hit the bar a couple of times, and obviously we all know the Zach's the chance he had, and the goal we actually scored that never get given. And then we obviously went on and get the 2 late goals, which was good.
Yeah, you mentioned the sun and the pitch both having an effect in the first half. How frustrating was it that we couldn't quite get up to the football that we'd been playing the week before?
It's always frustrating, but I mean, one of the things is it's going away to these grounds, regardless of the pitch and the sun. That has an impact. Yeah, but they're always tough games. I mean, we didn't have the pitch was good at Peterhead a couple of weeks ago, and there was no sun that day, and they still made it difficult for us. So I think most of the teams that we play, Chris, are going to come at us the first half an hour, 45 minutes, and see what they can get out of you. So what you're starting to see is a lot of the games in the second half are kicking on. The full-time fitness is showing. And the teams, obviously, they've been playing a lot of games, are starting to tire a bit quicker. So frustrating first half, yeah, but obviously a game's over 90 minutes and just really important to get that victory at the end of the game.
And going into the break goalless, did we still have that sort of self-belief that we could go and show that quality in the second half that we did?
Definitely. I mean, the biggest thing in any league is if the things aren't going your way, as long as you keep the back door shut and keep clean sheets, I'd like to think the players that we have up top will always create chances. And again, Tuesday night was no different. We created a number of chances in the second half, and as I said, fortunate enough, 2 of them went in. Possibly 3, but 2 would do. And got away with the 3 points, which is great.
Yeah, you mentioned it there. The ghost goal, Zach seemed to put it over the line. The defender cleared it, but it wasn't given. You obviously wouldn't have had that great of a view of it, but everybody that was close to it seemed to be pretty adamant that it was across the line.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Chris, as much as I didn't have a good view of it, I could probably still tell it was over the line. I've played enough games to know that with the celebrations for the players and the reaction of their players was one of kind of very opposite, shall we say. So no, that was disappointing. I mean, it's such a time in the game, and then we go and I think we hit the bar twice straight after it, and you're starting to think, right, okay, we're going to get the break. But as I said, the form that we've been in and the players we have going forward, Chris, and we'll play at that 90-minute mark, and lucky enough we got the goals. We could play with Tiff and Richard Foster on the left hand side, and Zach, the form he's in, just finding himself in the right place at the right time and putting the ball away. And I was delighted for Ross as well, because Ross has come in and he's banging down the door to get a start. He's a great lad. He's done really well, and I was delighted to get an assist and a goal the other night.
Yeah, we did hit the bar a couple of times before we got that opener. And when something like that goal didn't count happens, is it as much about mentality than just getting sort of refocused?
It's just keep batting the door down. That's what it is. We've got a lot of experience in the team at the moment, and the likes of myself and Big Brian Graham and guys like that, Daz at the back, Richie Foster, Barrenzo, Doc. I mean, it's right through the full team. Guys have been through that before. They've been through the ups and downs, the peaks and the troughs during games. So no, you don't get you don't kind of, I'm not saying down tools, but you don't get upset by it. You just need to keep playing the game and then hope you get something out of it. And lucky enough, we did.
Zach did get that opening goal, officially his 5th goal in 3 games. How important has his contribution been over the past couple of weeks?
Fantastic. I know, listen, I've been at the club a short time, and I've played against Zach. I know how good a player he is, and I can see it every day in training. He just needs a rub of green. He needs a wee bit of luck. I know he's been unfortunate with injuries this season as well, to the latter end of last season as well. So he's like any other player. I mean, you need to build confidence, and strikers, they thrive in confidence. And scoring that goal against, I think it was Clyde, and the manner they scored it as well, coming in off his chest, and the importance of the goal, and then getting the second one, you could see it just completely lifted him. And he's just no looked back since the double against Montrose, then obviously the goal last night as well. So the full squad are absolutely over the moon for him. Because at the end of the day, he keeps scoring goals like that, 2 and 3 a game or whatever it is. It bodes well for the team. It bodes well for the club.
Yeah, and you also touched on Ross getting his first goal for the club as well, and just goes to show now that we've got those 3 strikers, all that can go and play and all that can go and score.
Yep, and you need competition at the top end. You need competition everywhere, but at the top end of the park, I mean, that's where your games are won and lost for me. Strikers are the most important players in the team. Some would maybe beg to differ with that, but that's the way I see football. And they're hard to come by, strikers, and we are fortunate we have 3 good strikers at the moment, all champing a bit to get a game. And then you've got wee Tiff as well, who can play up top. So no, we seem to be very strong in that area of the pitch at the moment. So hopefully they can keep that form going over the next 4 games and see where it takes us.
Yeah, well, the goals might win us games, but the clean sheets don't hurt, and that's 4 in a row now for us. I suppose as part of that defensive unit, you're supposed to be really proud of how that's come along.
That definitely. I mean, that's my role in the team, is to not concede goals, to defend, as you know, and defenders are rewarded with clean sheets. Simple as that. Strikers are rewarded with scoring goals. So I dare say strikers wouldn't care less if it was a 5-4 game, as long as they score 5 goals. But we're a wee bit different at the back. We like to keep our clean sheets, and fortunate enough with 4 of them in a row. And you look at through the rest of the team, it breeds confidence when you've got your back 4 that are working as hard as what we're working, including obviously the goalkeeper. It breeds confidence throughout the team. It allows your midfielders to press higher. It allows your midfielders to go and be more confident going forward. And as I said, that feeds right through the team. So it's been great. The clean sheets, they're hard to keep, and hopefully they continue.
And it seems like at the back, there's plenty of experience in there, both in defence and in the midfield just in front. You seem to form those relationships really quickly and form that sort of bond.
Aye, definitely. I mean, I played with Ross Docherty at Ayr for 2.5 years, so I know his game inside out. He knows my game inside out, and I know his strengths. And I know that if we can squeeze a decent line to help Ross out, I see him very similar to Banzo. It allows him to kind of get on the ball, and it allows him to go and play. There's nothing worse as a midfielder if your defence is really deep and you can't get the distances right, and there's gaps in between. It causes problems. But you look at Daz. Daz is full of experience as well. He's played at a good level. He's of a good age. Daz will have a good future in the game. And you look at Richard Foster, the left back. He's actually ages with me, so there's a lot of games there between me and Fozzie especially. And then you've got Kieran and Rizzo fighting out for right back. So it's good. It's good. There's competition there, and there's everybody's on their toes. And but as you say, Chris, the experience it's a big thing at any level of sport. You need boys in there that are experienced and kind of pushing for promotion and winning championships and stuff like that. So at the moment, as I said, it's good experience in the team, and hopefully the younger players are feeding off that as well.
It's Airdrie up first. They're the other team in the league that haven't lost in their last 5. They've got 4 wins and 5 like us. It's going to be a really tough one, isn't it, to start off?
Yeah, Airdrie are a good team. I know we beat them 4-2 the last time, but anybody that watched the game, I think Kieran made a great save at 1-0, which changed the game, because we then literally went up the park and scored. And then they had a 10-minute blip in the second half where we were just firing on all cylinders, and we get 4-1 up, and we could have actually went on to score more goals. But good team, Airdrie, good physical team. They play at a good intensity. So listen, they'll look at that as a game they can come but possibly cause an upset, because I know they're not far off the top as well. So it'll be an interesting game, but we'll go into our confidence high as well. I know Airdrie, you're saying they have won 4 of the last 5 as well. So you'd like to think 2 teams come together that are confident will create a good game. So that's what we're looking for, and hopefully we're doing enough to win it.
Well, thanks for your time, Stephen, and good luck for the weekend.
No problem. Thanks for having me, Chris. Speak to you later.